beautiful day for golf.
We're not good enough golfers.
Where is the beverage cart? Can't believe I paid money for this. All right, and welcome back to another episode of the Ridge Golf Podcast. Boys, how's it going?
Great.
Going well.
Good.
Sun's up finally.
It is nice weather. I actually got out last Friday out on the course for an 18, and I'm gonna tell you something. Golf is hard. Golf is hard.
Yep.
It wasn't it wasn't treating me well. That's for sure. A lot of rust out on the fairway. A lot of rust.
I mean, you pretty much chalked the first time up of the year as a warm up, right? Or a shake the rust off round.
Pretty much. I mean, so I was trying, new grip on the club, and I'm trying out the new irons that I got, and conditions weren't great. It was pretty messy out on the course, which that's no excuse. But every drive I sliced hard, tried to adjust. That didn't work. But it was just a practice round, trying to dial some stuff in. Not fun.
You said your
But-
chipping was good, though.
Chipping was good. And the putting, I used a new putter. That was all right too. But I didn't really get
So
to
what'd you
take my
shoot?
time because we don't need to talk about that. did not break 100. That's for sure.
I was gonna say, was it triple digits or?
We'll
It
just leave
was,
it at that.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now. Nothing worth talking about. But we were getting the course was packed too. I mean, it was cart path only, but there's still tons of people, carts, walking. They were partnering everybody up. So we were supposed
Yeah, I
to get paired up
noticed
with another group.
just driving around the neighborhood on Saturday. Like really the first true nice day weekend of the year, and everybody was out of their houses, raking leaves, kids playing in yards. Like everybody was out in the yards doing all sorts of stuff. Like you could tell where the Wisconsin winter is finally done and everybody's starting to come back out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even the course that I played, so I played at Windsor Lake in Windsor, the town of Windsor. And
Go
it's
figure.
not a difficult course. There's not a lot of trees. There are trees, but it's not very dense. It's hard to find a place
Is
to pee.
Windsor Lake different than Windsor Country Club?
Same thing.
Same thing, same course. I played the first
Yeah.
9 there with a buddy last year. Decent little course.
It is.
Some houses on the back side of that one, probably 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's not very dense with trees. It's flat. The whole course is pretty flat. What else was there? There was water. So they got ponds and lakes and stream running through the course. So other than that, it's pretty decent. It's nice. I mean, it's very well kept, even for, like I said, it's 50 that day, and snow was all melted, so the ground is pretty soft yet. But yeah, it's nice. It's pretty.
I
reasonable.
was at work yesterday, and I got to Quit Trip in Mineral Point, and this guy comes walking out, and I was just walking in, and I was like, "You coming or going?" And he's like, "Quit Trip?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Golfing." He's like, "How could you tell?" I'm like, "Nike hat, Nike shoes, Nike shorts, and a polo." I was like, "You're definitely going golfing, or you're done with golf." And he goes, "Yep, just heading out right now." So I was like, "Yeah, they're definitely out right now." I mean, I could easily tell he was going to play.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
but-
just his everyday fit.
Nope, I got it.
He's Nike'd up.
Yeah,
G'd
I was kind of
G'd
told him
up,
I was kind
baby.
of jealous. I was like, I'd actually like to go today too, but with kids and everything, it's kind of hard to find some free time.
We called in on a Wednesday, and there was only 2 available tee times for
Yeah,
Friday.
That's what a buddy of mine, I think it was Thursday, afternoon, he tried making a tea time for Friday or around noon. He's like, give me a noon tea time. And the lady said that there's either 11:30 or 1:50 or something. Those are the only tea times that they had left 24 hours
Jeez.
before. So people
Yeah.
are wanting to get out. They're raring to go.
It's a popular sport.
Plus, it was a sort of holiday weekend, Good Friday. Some people have off work already or get a half day or something. I had to work it, but some people get it off. So
Yeah, I had to work too.
Worked in the morning. I mean,
Yeah,
I did some work.
You worked.
I did work, and then I'm like, I'm out of
The
this.
finger
tonight.
quotes will play
Yeah, I was
well
gonna say
on
there
the
was air
podcast.
quotations there. Anyone was curious. I got a random factoid. I'll pepper one out once in a while. Do you guys
All
want to
right.
guess how many golf balls are used during the year? I mean, total. How many golf balls will be used?
Like in the U.S. or like the
Just-
world?
just
or
worldwide.
The PGA? What do you got here?
Just worldwide. How many golf balls will be?
Oh man.
I don't know. I can't remember if this was sold or used or whatever, but this is. I think it's sold. How many are sold in a year?
How many do you find that you reuse though? That's the thing.
Right.
That's a
Yeah,
good point.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure this was sold, but it's 30 million golf balls a
Right.
year.
You didn't even let us guess.
Millie.
God damn it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's not how
you
that
guys,
works, Alex.
you guys were taking too long. You kept
We
stalling,
were
asking other
trying to
questions.
work through it.
I got pizza to eat. I can't be wasting my time waiting for this. You'll have chances to answer other ones. I got some other ones. So,
Okay, well, I told there
Such
was. I know there's like 26 million golfers in just the United States alone. So
jeez,
I don't
how do you even go about
Barely
getting that
loses more
stat?
than one ball? That seems crazy.
They
yeah,
just go for
that's,
people. Hey, you golf? Okay.
30 million seems way low now. If we knew there were
Yeah.
26 million golfers, like
Yeah, but there's half of
less
them
than
are
2 balls lost per person.
at least
That seems wild.
half, if not more, are like Blake and just find them in the woods and reuse the ones. So,
So-
he's never spent money on a golf ball.
speaking of that,
Okay.
speaking of that, dude,
Let's say that.
so we were golfing on Friday, and I'm like, this can be perfect. Dead grass everywhere, all the snow's gone, so all these old golf balls are going to be everywhere. I found a couple here and there, and then there was a guy 2 groups ahead of me walking with a cart, you know, the push cart or pull cart, and he had a ball retriever, and he was hitting everyone in the grass, the stream, the everything, and I'm like, you son of a bitch! I'm like, hey, that's my job. Get out of there, dude.
Them's my balls.
I must have seen
You were
him pick up.
two tee times too late.
I was.
Yeah.
I must have seen him pick up like 30 balls, and I'm like, I'm missing out. Just
Did you guys see that they were talking this? Because Tiger apparently had to step out of the
I saw
tournament.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
He looked tough.
Yeah, he did. He did not look good, great. I got a couple on him, so I figured it'd be appropriate to get a couple with him. Do you know how many?
Segue.
Well, someone said Woods earlier, and I was gonna say a segue, but whatever. I'll do it
Speaking
now.
of Woods,
That's right. Yeah. So how many PGA tournaments has he won?
20.
76.
Oh, probably like 56.
Brady was close. 81 total.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
That's
And then one other one I thought that was really interesting about him. How old was Tiger when he hit his first hole in one? This one was
Oh
like,
my
what?
God! You said this last weekend or
No.
last week.
That was
I didn't.
the youngest to win the major.
He was the youngest to win
Oh,
Masters.
when he was what age?
I'm
You
Well,
know,
no, he was-
I'm not a repeater. Okay, I've done my research.
Oh,
He was
I'll go
5.
with 11.
I'm saying 15.
5.
5.
Blake was cool. Yeah, no. I mean, it's not ridiculous. He was 8 years old.
Jesus.
Ah,
That's pretty
Mhm.
crazy. I won't hit one by the time I'm 80 years old, and he can hit them by 8. That's pretty crazy.
You don't know that, Alex. I believe
Oh, you know what? Perfect segue. Got one more. Throw at you quick. Do you know what your odds are of hitting a hole in one in your lifetime?
it's like
Uh,
1 in
over-
11 million.
over. Yeah, I was gonna say like 8 million. 1 in 8 million.
Okay,
No
not that
idea.
bad. Not that bad. It's 1 in 25,000.
Oh, that's not
That's
so
way
bad.
off.
Bad at all.
You do
It
then.
Seems like it should be more than that.
I also thought that, but I'm like, I'll take those odds.
That's
You
a
ever
good-
see those debates where they're like, you get 24 hours at the same par 3, and you can shoot like as many balls as you want, and if you get a hole in one, you get like $10 million. But if you don't, you gotta spend a year in jail or something like that. You guys gonna step up to that challenge? You think you can do it?
No,
I'd give it a
Absolutely.
I
shot.
would not want to risk it.
My hands would get all blistered.
$1 million? I mean, come on, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, if you
Spend a
make
year
it.
in jail.
And like, how many accurate attempts do you think you really got in you in 24 hours before your body just starts to like, get tired? Like your hands get blistery, your body just gets tired. Like, I
7.
don't know.
Like 20 swings, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need an hour break here, fellas, and a sandwich.
That
I
counts
need
as
a
your
couple
hour.
days.
Someone give me the gold bond for my hands, please.
Yeah, I'm not good enough to try that. It'd be more luck that it went in than anything else.
That's all you need.
I'd spend the
Wow.
first hour trying to figure out the right club to use. Like,
You said he
Wow.
hit his first hole in one when he was 8. How many hits do you think he had in by the time he was 8 years old?
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm
Thousands.
sure it was.
Right.
Yeah, there was a lot of days a year he was playing.
Probably every day.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. He'd probably have some breaks in there, but geez, I imagine. Yeah, it was kind of relentless.
Dave, but you have the full story of why he dropped out?
I don't have
Yeah.
it. I just.
Foot injury, they said.
Oh, was that what it was? I just saw injury, so I didn't look very deep into it.
Yeah,
But
it
yeah, I
said he
just
got
saw
a-
injury.
Foot injury.
I
Yeah.
saw a few clips of him like trying to walk before he gave in. He looked like he was
Up.
hard to watch. Like it looked hard to walk.
Well, how old
I
is he
saw
now?
50s.
Oh, I don't know.
Like 56 or something like that.
And
Yeah, but
he
he
just
got in
had
that
a car crash
bad-
where he almost
yeah.
lost his leg last year or 2 years ago.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can call it quits now. I mean, just play casually. I mean,
No, he's 47.
what?
I'd still like to see him show up to like basically just the majors is all I really care.
He looked 56. Like he did not look good.
What do you look then? Jesus.
The image I saw, he looked rough.
Yeah, his face looks, you could tell like in the face that it's just, he's in pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just, yeah. No, it sucks, but whatever. I mean, how old is, who got second? Phil Mickelson?
Mickelson was tied,
yeah,
yeah, with
Tied for
Koepka.
second. Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 52.
Oh, yeah, but no car wreck. So.
There's,
Right, big
there's
difference.
that Sam Bennett that was 23
No
years
car
old.
wreck and not like 7 back surgeries.
Yeah.
How long
That,
was he out for that? Like when that happened, how long was he out?
I think a whole year.
yeah, at
Was it just
at
a
least-
year?
Car wreck.
Gosh, I would
At-
imagine you take
At
quite a
least
break.
a year, I think. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he's still not, like you said, still not fully back. He only plays like real select things here. and
Right,
there.
right.
Like he did a pro-am tournament where he could like play with his son, I think, and then like this Masters one, like he just plays real particular ones.
I wonder, like, I don't know, like, would he ever do like any announcing, or like, would he parlay that into something different? You know, I'm sure he would. I'm sure the endorsements and stuff would still be there, but like, you know, I
That's
don't know how involved would you be after the fact?
That's probably your next move. Just
Right.
moving to commentating.
Yeah,
He's done.
depends on if he's satisfied with the money he got or he wants to keep making more. I mean, does he want to
Yeah.
keep working, or is he just like, enough's enough?
That'd be a nice gig. I mean, just announcing it, and I mean, you're still out there, and you know, seeing some of the greatest players.
I mean, the kid's golf swing looks pretty pure. He might be chasing him around all the tournaments pretty soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
busy,
true.
busy with him. Just looking at the earnings for the Masters. John Rahm won it. He made 3.2 million.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yep.
Say, Mickelson and Koepka each won 1.5 mil.
They get that for second. They tied for
Sam
second.
Bennett, 23 years old. He couldn't. They're making a big deal out of him because he could have made like 250K, but since he's still in college, they don't know if he can earn that or not.
Wow.
Since he entered the tournament as an amateur, he can't collect any winnings. So yeah, he couldn't collect any of that money because only the pros can collect that. So since he entered as amateur, he has to stay an amateur.
So that has nothing to do with like the NCAA or.
I mean, a
he's
little
still-
bit because he
he's still
entered as
technically
amateur instead of a
enrolled,
pro, so
yeah.
he can
He's still
still
enrolled
play
at-
it. And
Texas A&M.
Well, I mean, he's making a name for himself though.
some NIL deal should pick him up and give him a contract for exactly what he would have won. That'd be some good press for that company.
You would think so, yeah.
Although it's a big chunk of change for some random company to bet on its, amateur
Matt.
golfer, but
Mattress Mac right there, baby. He's got the money.
Time for
he's
another
a Texas guy.
Yeah.
time for another piece of random trivia.
Go ahead.
Does anyone care to guess the year and the state where the first golf course was in America? What state and what year?
Somewhere in New England, I would imagine.
I don't know. I bet you it's like
I mean, 1920.
Maryland.
Ooh, Brady. Wow. Wait. No.
something.
1820.
1856 in Delaware.
Think of revolutionary times.
That's what I said.
1776.
Not exactly the
They
day.
built it while
They were busy at the time,
we
right?
shall celebrate our
Not-
independence by building this
oh.
golf course right now.
We just took out a ton of Brits. You guys want to go hit the? That's not how that went. No, it's
We got a golf game to play.
yeah. The first. Okay, so it was in New York, and it was in 1793.
Yikes.
So I mean, I
You
never
were
would have
way
guessed.
off.
Yeah, I never would have guessed it'd been that far back. But
Golf
well, I mean,
game.
you know, and the Scots, I'm sure. I don't know. I think I looked up what year it was kind of started, and that was much earlier than that even. But yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Sort of segue. You ever see the Robin Williams stand up where he talks about inventing golf?
Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I recommend everyone watch that.
It's very funny. You should check it out if you haven't seen it.
Not
I
for
missed
me.
that guy. He was funny.
It was. It's okay.
What?
All right.
Oh my. Whatever. You
Get
know.
out of here.
Yeah, come on. That's Aladdin, man.
That's not Aladdin.
Oh,
It's
Stout
It's like
plan.
the genie, but yeah.
the genie, but yeah.
All right. It's not Aladdin, but he's affiliated.
1776.
New York.
23.
I'm sorry. Albany. It was the city too. Albany, New York.
Okay.
That's
Capital.
That's capital of New York.
Whatever.
Now we're a
Um,
geography podcast.
No, I got another one.
Yeah. Now that you guys have officially tore me down, the facts are done for the night.
Aw, boo.
Don't have
I
any
got
more
one.
in it.
That talking about the Masters again. We're talking about the pro shop and getting all your stuff early. So I read here that they make on an average like $850,000 an hour when that's open.
Jeez.
No,
So
Hey,
they
Gabby.
that's what it says on Brady's
I heard they made
precious
something like
draft
70 million over the weekend this time.
Jordan, if you could confirm that, please.
yeah, on it.
Yeah. Well, they allow 40,000 patrons in, and then so what happens though too is it's just you're not necessarily buying stuff for yourself or your family when you go to the shop. There's a lot of people that buy it and then throw it on eBay the week after, the gnomes and the flags. So just people just buying as much as they can just to flip it later. So for like 600% profit.
Smart.
10
Smart.
million a day, 1 million an hour, 16,000 a minute, and $277 every second is what they made.
Ooh. Man,
That's wild.
No shit.
Mhm.
that's crazy.
But they are a for-profit golf course, so they don't have to disclose any information. Like if you're a
Mm,
But
nonprofit,
apparently
or
they
something.
do
I
anyway.
was gonna say, yeah. Apparently, they're just like, you know what?
But they don't have
to.
Yeah, they don't have to. So
They're just gonna flex on you and be like,
Yeah.
check out these stats, bitches.
Look at these poor pieces of shit.
Look at how much money we're raking in 1 week. Imagine if we did this more times.
yeah,
Jeez.
that
You know
would
how
be,
much ESPN and was it CBS or whatever, ABC pays for the rights for the Masters?
Oh,
zero.
it's gotta be what? No,
Yeah,
They
it
play
is.
zero. Yeah, they
They
broadcast
pay
it for free.
zero because the Masters wants to control everything themselves,
Ew.
which is crazy. Like if it was anyone else, they'd pay millions for it. But since they want to be able to control like every
Yeah.
aspect of the broadcast, they just give it to them for free.
That's pretty crazy.
They got an
Yeah.
image to keep. They got an image to upkeep.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be just the way they want it. Like you said, divots repaired, thermally controlled greens.
Pouring down rainstorm and trees falling down on
Yeah,
was that
so
Friday during the
that-
round.
that's some durable PR right there. And that pine tree,
Yeah.
like two of those pine trees fell,
Yeah,
which
no
they
shit.
don't. I don't know if that was a cell phone video because they don't allow cell phones. So that must have just been one of the.
The one of the
Broad-
cameras you could see it in the
Yeah.
background. Yeah.
But that was close to some people.
I do have to
Yeah,
Tell you
reference
what,
back.
imagine getting hit by that tree. Like, woo, that's a payday. Like,
You're making $850,000 an hour. That
You
tree
might
falls
not
out.
be alive, but yeah.
you got Masters tickets for life, baby. Like,
The reason they got out of the way or didn't fall on anybody, that a bunch of like pine cones were falling like right before. So the tree was just shaking and all that stuff was falling down, and then boom. All right, Alex, what do you have?
Okay, I just wanted to reference back. We talked. Oh, hold on, kids are coming down. You can talk amongst yourself.
But you were the one with the info.
Yeah, but
Hey, you just ruined the whole flow of the podcast.
That's it. Just end it. Like
Yep, we're done.
that's what you normally do. Anytime there's a lull, just up. We're done.
no, well, I know you got bridge coming up, so
Okay, hold on, I got it now.
Okay, good.
These
All right.
kids. No, because we were talking a couple weeks ago about like how much time you take like to look for your golf ball before you finally give up.
Mhm.
You're actually allowed a certain amount of time. Any guesses on how much time you're actually allowed?
3 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Whew.
That's pretty
Five.
that's generous.
I
Like,
would be furious if I was the person behind whoever's taking 5 minutes to look for their ball, and if they
It goes faster than you think.
Nah, I don't know.
probably,
That's a
yeah. But I
long
thought that
time.
was pretty. I thought that was pretty generous. I like after a minute, I get anxiety. Like I'm like, oh, they're behind me. Like I really got to get out of here.
Yeah,
The
that's
thing
half
about
your,
the PGA is that there's always just fans standing around everywhere. They have it pointed out for you by the time you get up there.
They like
Right.
sprint to it. And just
Yeah,
point.
right. Surround it. Yeah, it's right here.
It hit me right here.
I
Right.
saw. I was one of the. I think it was the last round on Sunday. I was watching, and Brooks Koepka. It was par 3. I'm pretty sure he went over the green. There was people ridiculous. Seemed like they were ridiculously close to the green, like spectators. And it like on the bounce, what an old guy was sitting in a chair and got like hit like on the knee or whatever. He didn't even flinch. He just sat there. The ball's like right next to him. He's probably like, nope, I'm not getting up. This is my spot. I earned
He's
this
like,
spot.
I got a prime spot now for this next
Mm.
shot.
Yeah, like
He's probably
Back-
like, what a privilege.
yeah, like the fact that these people don't even hardly move out of the way for this. Like obviously he moved eventually, but just
Maybe
didn't
he
even,
couldn't move. You don't know. He said he was old.
he was older. He wasn't like 90 years old.
Taking,
You ever see
taking
that?
a load off.
You ever see that video of that some women's tournament and that gal hit somebody in the crowd off her drive? She re-teed up and hit the
Hit
same
the
person
same guy.
again.
Oh, man. That's
That's
You
their
could-
own fault for being standing
Yeah.
right there.
You could hear in the background after she got hit, it's like, make her stop.
Mickelson hit a dude in the head and like it landed in the rough. And then when he walked up there, he goes, "Hey, if your head was a little harder, you could have got me to the back in the fairway or
I saw
something."
that. Dude, that's gotta hurt so bad.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, and the golfer just walks by and gives them their glove or something. I'm like, oh, sorry, bud.
Yeah.
It's
Here's
not
a
their
$5
fault. You're
glove I get
standing
for
there. You
free,
should
but
be
yeah.
aware of this shit going on. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta have a lot of faith in those golfers. I mean, usually the shots are good enough where you have to worry about it, but every once in a while, man.
Yeah. When
Never
they show
know.
them on the tee boxes and they're like lined all the way down, like the first 50 yards, I was like, I would take out half of that crowd.
fuck yeah. There's no way.
Way too confident in those people.
Watch out to your right. Here it comes.
Yeah.
To the right.
But that was a good Masters besides the weather and the trees falling.
Yeah.
I was kind of pulling for a live guy to win just to see the chaos, but
just to see what people would do. Yeah.
all right, would have been kind of funny, but it's all right.
I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, it's not a big deal to
It is
Fans.
to the PGA purists. that-
Right? They would have
Yeah,
been talking about it for
Ask
sure.
me.
It would have been all over the sports cast for the week. Like, I like to see the chaos. It's good.
But fucking Rom was just on fire like the last
And
36
Koepka
holes.
kind of choked. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, he fell apart.
right, Wags, you saw it.
I got kids down here. I can't be.
You would have watched
See,
it anyway.
this will be the last for me, so I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Yeah, we can end it on that. So,
All right.
all right. Thanks for showing
Brady,
up, fellas.
Brady, you got a joke? No?
No, geez, you gotta give me
Hey.
some heads up if you want
I-
to joke.
Not even a Masters joke? Come on.
Nope, nothing, man. I'll get you next time.
All
Well,
right.
it won't be the Masters next time. Come on.
Correct.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
See you
guys.
Get
later.
out of here.
Bye.
Get out of here!